I apologize for the sound, but as you can see, only 1 of 4 young people think that Fort Wayne is incredibly interesting to them. We're hoping that our race can change that. For this trip, contestants will compete in physical and mental detours around Fort Wayne, learning about the city. Anyone in Fort Wayne can participate, and it will be during the summer between 10:30 a.m. and 5 p.m.
And here we have the map route, and on the left are the many locations that they will have to go to, and on the right are the vehicles or ways they will get to each place, and they will be using mostly cars and trolleys.
Participants can experience the unique history of Headwaters Park by viewing the memorial markers they have. For the roadblock, participants will have to memorize the names of the 11 markers and recite them in order to move on to their next task at Franke Park.
And at Franke Park, they will have to row a boat from one side, which is closest to the zoo, to the other side, and they will have to work together, and whoever gets to the other side first wins. But the mental task is that one team member will be taught a fishing technique and will have to teach it to the other team member who, when they get to the other side, have to use it to catch a large fish. And Franke Park has been open since 1912 and has a large lake and a small pond, 3 pavilions, a large playground, and many benches to sit on.
When traveling to Golden Mall, participants can learn about some events that they have, like mall-wide, like for example, at mall-wide, trick-or-treating or spectacular, and their costume practice. And for their physical tasks, they have to do a scavenger hunt around the mall, ride in a speedway, and for their mental tasks, they have to find stores that start with C and figure out the amount.
Our next location will be the War Memorial Coliseum. The War Memorial Coliseum is a big part of Fort Wayne's culture. It houses several sporting events which residents regularly attend. It also has other events. For the physical tasks, participants will have to attempt to make 5 3-point shots. Once they make 5 shots, they can move on. For the mental task, they will have to memorize the banners of the retired Comets hockey and Mad Ants players. And then they will leave the area and have to try to match up the names with the jerseys. Once they get all correct, they can move on. And then they'll move on to the Old Fort. The Old Fort is a key part of Fort Wayne's history. It's where Fort Wayne was founded. It's actually just a replica of the original fort. But they have several events that go on there, such as Christmas at the Fort. So for the physical tasks, they will choose one person to go, and they will have an old wooden bow, and they will have to attempt to hit the target 4 times. Once they hit the target 4 times, they can move on. And then for the mental task, participants will watch a demonstration of how to load a classic musket. Once they watch the demonstration, they'll have to try to load one themselves. If they do it correct, they can move on.
The Civic Theater actually began as the Fort Wayne Community Theater Guild and changed homes and names multiple times before finally becoming the Civic Theater in 1940. For this, participants will do a mental and physical task. Their mental task will be to audition for a role, and when the director gives them the okay, they can pass on to their physical task. There, team members will have to look for 4 different items backstage, and the last item will give them the clue to their next location. The cross is actually not the original one, it is the 4th one. It was dedicated in 1902 and designed by Brentwood Tolan in the Grecian Roman Renaissance styles. Here, teams will have a roadblock, and they will be given a clue card with a phrase that is on the outside of the building. They won't be told it's there, instead they'll have to look for it, and when they pass, their next location will be in the bushes.
So the next location will be the Allen County Public Library, which first opened in 1894 and has over 3.4 million books across 14 different branches. And the physical task will be that team members will have to quietly walk around the library, finding clues from each department. And the mental task is that they can only look at the clue once, and they have to memorize the location and the name of the book.
Parkview Field has been used and played on for 7 years. Participants can experience the unique culture by enjoying the games that they have. For the physical task, the pitcher will underhand throw 5 baseballs. The participants will have to hit all 5 in a row in order to move on to the next task. For their mental task, Parkview Field hosts many events that they cater to. So the participants will have to cater to the event they're having that hour.
Our professional contact was Michael Galbraith. He has given us an insight on the refurbishment of the Embassy Theater. And then while visiting the Embassy Theater, participants can learn about the historical reservation of historical places. And our physical test is they have to play a song on the organ for a minute. And then our mental test is they have to watch a play for a minute. And then after that, act it out and go on to the next station.
The next location is the Baker Street Station, and it has been open since 1914 and has been in service for the next 55 years and is now a catering banquet and has been owned by several different businessmen and has been remodeled several times. And the physical task is that each team member will have to make a wedding cake and they have to present it to a critic, and if they don't get it right, they have to restart. And the mental task is that the team members will get to look at a book which says what goes where, and they can only look at it once. If they can look at it multiple times, each time they look at it, time will be taken off, and they only get an hour to do so.
Then we go to Fox Island. Participants can experience the unique geography Fox Island has to offer by participating in the many different activities. For the physical task participants will have to row a milkweed, and then they can take the movement point. For the mental task, participants will have to learn about the ferns native to Fox Island, and then on a hike, and then they'll have to memorize the life cycle of the fern.
And then your social media links, we have our Instagram and then Facebook.
Here are all of our resources that we used, including Sonia,